It's October 9th, 2022. I have been in dialogue prayer for, about an hour now. Easing into it. This has just been the greatest gift, this practice. I'm feeling and dialoguing about, stating out loud what I see and feel. I feel what I feel coming. And I don't mean predictions or prophecies. The world is going to do what it's going to do. And that's not where our attention needs to be. It needs to be present with what is in our lives. And in dialogue with our source creator, so that we may know in any given moment how we might show up to help, to support, to heal, to inspire, and how we might receive this as well from others who show up in our lives. I realize that I have felt alone and strange and not able to fit here for my whole life, and I am pleased, if that's the right word, to know that there are others here that feel the same way and have had similar experience in this not fitting in, and yet we're still here. And we need to allow ourselves to feel the blessing of that. Because when I'm in dialogue, as I am now, I'm talking to you, those who might hear this recording, and I'm talking to the field, I'm talking to the light that guides me. And I feel the love from this source light. I feel it. It's not in a mental imagination. It's in my form. It starts to build and just rise up in me, and my heart responds with joy. And it's not attached to anything, in the world. It's not a reaction from anything external. It's a response to the light. And it's from this new anchoring and platform that we're able to be present in many dimensions. And never forgetting the fact that we are in physical bodies and we are embodying this light to be of service. And it's not for us to figure it out and decide and strategize. It's for us to open to the inspiration, to open to the breeze, to open to the river flowing through. We've made way for it. And those of you who have been healing the past, the trauma, not only from your own lives, but multi-generational trauma. You've come here to do this. And this is seen and appreciated. And it was only part of our purpose here. We're sitting on this threshold now to where we can fully engage with the light, the streaming. Because we've made room for it. There's a place for this light to be embodied in our natural state. And it's perfectly okay to not know what comes next. Rest in this light. Be listening, watching, noticing, witnessing the synchronicities, the arrows that point us, the arrows that appear from the inner landscapes of our awareness. And then a match to that appears in the external world. That's a true synchronicity. It's responding to our inner awareness. It's responding to us saying, yes, we are now cohering with our external reality. We are seeing the signs of the flow that is occurring within us. And there are many more signs, or indicators. I've translated this in the messages as markers. That point the way. And while what I speak of might sound nebulous, fuzzy, strange even, it is this presence that guides us. And if we are giving our attention to an external reality that is only the remnants showing up in front of us, because we believe in it strongly enough that it still exists. It is phasing out And that's what this crossroads time is about, that the Maya and other indigenous ancient wisdom pointed to these greater cosmic cycles. And we're here. And this is the opportunity, this is the opening. So, those who continue to pay attention to the old paradigm, reality, construct, will discover that it isn't as real as they thought. And that's the key right there. It's maintained and perpetuated through the lens of thought, through the limitations of our consciousness, because we're only using a very, very small part of it. That's where the light gets projected, through that lens, the limited spectrum lens. And this reality that we'll call the old paradigm is only being sustained now by those who insist that it continue. And for those who insist that it continue, there will be more new programs, new frames for you, new scripts, and new innovations in machinery. You see, if you insist that it is real, and you literally hang your hat on it, you hang everything on this idea that this is all there is. That is a choice. And yet, we are still here. Speaking, reaching. And in this moment, we understand that our reach is not quite as far, and it will continue to move with the expansion instead of energetically reaching into the contracting world. And to those who can feel what is occurring here, and who might not be able to explain it to another human, especially one who is paying attention to the old construct. We speak to those who may not know how this works. Forgive yourselves for that, for part of your journey was to fully immerse yourselves here. And to somehow, through it all, maintain this core connection to love. Experiencing the panic that arises when one feels and knows love and yet can find very little mirroring or examples here on a consistent basis. So you may have gravitated to working with the natural world, working with Mother Earth, in some form. And you may not have explored religion and spirituality because you found this connection, this interconnectedness with nature. And this is what will lead you forward, is feeling the connection with love and witnessing the demonstration of it. So that you will feel the expansion. You will feel the rush of love in your physicality. It is not unlike witnessing the beauty of the natural world and noting that it at times takes your breath away. You are experiencing love. In the natural world, it is absolutely radiating and demonstrating this coherence. There may be anomalies here and there, but it is overall coherent with all that is natural, coherent with the field of source light. The world that you have been accepting as the real world is out of phase, out of coherence with source. You do not need to make this complicated. It is a matter of beginning the dialogue with the light, with source, to announce your intentions using your will to turn in the direction of this light and to choose to expand, even though there may be discomforts along the way. You still understand and feel that you are moving forward and expanding and trusting. You are following the signs of joy, the markers within you that do point the way. You are in the timing of choosing. Do you surrender your will to continue with the contraction? Or do you utilize your will to face the fears of how will this work without the structure, without the finances, the revenue streams, without the leaders telling us what to do, how to do it? How will this work? It is not up to your thinking mind to figure these things out. It is up to your heart, your whole being, and the harmonics that you are connected to throughout many dimensions, throughout this field of light. This is what Source is. You have been perceiving yourselves to be residents of a false reality, a false world that you were entrained to believe was real. There is no blame or judgment occurring here. It is simply stating what is. And you are here now. You hold all the power now within you to decide, and allow that which you are to expand and to live, love, radiate, demonstrate, be this light in form. For many eons of time, you have cycled and recycled into this reality construct. And in these cyclical times, with cosmic cycles, you are given opportunities to rise above it, to choose differently. We speak to you through this window. We are, in many cases, aspects of you the forgotten parts of yourself that call to you through this opening. Call to you to remember. So you have set yourselves up in many ways to come to these points of crises. Some are individual and some are quite collective in nature. They will call you into the present moment, whereby you may hear, perceive something beyond the construct, beyond the scripting, beyond the fear. It is very much like a song, the singing that is occurring now through this light pouring through. When some of you hear the song, it penetrates you, it penetrates your heart. You feel it in your bones. You know what this is. Again, you do not have to explain it. You are being called to be it. This is what a light warrior is one who rises to the call of the light. One who does not apologize for the brightness that comes through. One who does not fall back into the patterns of diminishing the light and fearing the punishment that will come from this construct world for being the light. You carry these memories within you. And it is time to heal, to integrate, and to be who you came to be, who you are as a cosmic being on Earth at this time. In community with others who are practicing radiating this light now. In community, you will experience the exponential of this light. You will mirror to each other that it is real. And you will give each other that permission to be this light and to celebrate this light. That permission that most of you never, ever received. We ask that you sit for a moment. Take a deep breath and release. Feel this power within you. Feel this gem in your belly. The one that lights up now, that points the way. You are loved, appreciated, and celebrated throughout all dimensions. You are here. Allow yourselves to feel this great accomplishment. Give yourselves permission to feel this accomplishment. You are here. And we are communing with you. This is the threshold of your birth into a new world, a new sun. You are here, you are present. Celebrate this. Love yourself. Forgive yourselves for the inability to make a false reality work for you. Forgive yourselves for being different in comparison to those in this limited spectrum world. Let this go. Lighten that load so that you may proceed into expansion and fully be this presence of light on earth as it is in heaven. We thank you for hearing this translation in this now moment in which you are receiving it. Allow the switching on within you to allow more light through. If it causes fear, share honestly that it is causing fear. This is the dialogue. State honestly what is real, what is happening for you in this moment. This is the only way that it can be corrected and realigned and reattuned with the truth of your being. It is the unacknowledged shame, the hidden parts of yourself that you stuffed deep down because it was not welcome here. All of who you are is welcome in this intersection. Allow it out. Allow it to be seen and transcended. If you do not allow the process willingly, there may be those occurrences in your foundation, wherever you are, to be shaken. Your foundation will be shaken in many cases. This may appear to be coming from the natural world changes and shifts, or it may appear to come from the management of the construct and the fighting factions within the construct, those who wish to either maintain control or those who have different ideas for how this limited spectrum, out of phase reality, which direction it will go. Use your will to stand in the light and trust that you will know all that you need to know in this presence. But one must be practicing this presence in order to strengthen it and to trust it. And this means allowing the light to shine everywhere in your being. Let go of the burdens. Let go of the pain and the shame. Allow the light to heal. And you will remember more and more and more. In each day, in each moment, you will feel the revelations of this. For it is the light itself that informs you. You will see. Thank you for being here now. Good day. I am aware that I was dialoguing, and the shift was so subtle. It was so subtle. That is so new. And then it was me, and then it was them. And so that's how I would say it in words, but it was a click, just a very slight click. And I was now speaking from the bigger view, from the light on the other side of the window. This is fascinating.